morning. I am parked at a Walmart on the way to one of the 2 stops that I plan to be making on Vancouver Island. I'm going to Tofino. I did some research and I spoke with some locals, and Tofino was highly recommended to visit. It's about 7:30 in the morning and I am so grateful to have been able to find this Walmart. It's too early in the morning for me to remember the name of this town, but just for some context, the Walmart in Victoria does not allow RV overnight camping, and the Walmart at Port Angeles also does not allow overnight RV camping. So this is actually the first Walmart I slept in Dusty. And it was wonderful. They have a whole section back here where anyone can sleep overnight. And I also happen to be low on groceries, so I'm gonna head over into Walmart and stock up before we head out to Tofino. Groceries was a success. Ow. So before I drive over to Tofino, I think I really need a shower. It's been a few days and I haven't found like an off-grid remote area where I can like take a shower from the van. So there is an aquatic center in town. So I think the showers there are like $3.50. So I'm gonna go there and shower. Okay, so I actually decided I'm not gonna do the shower at Port Alberni because because the shower facility doesn't open until 12 o'clock. So I just drove maybe about an hour and a half-ish to the visitor center because I'm hungry. Like, I want to make breakfast, and I also want to check out the visitor center to see what's up in Ucluelet, and maybe they'll have some travel guides for Tofino as well. But yeah, the Highway 4 West that takes you from Port Alberni to Tofino is so windy. It's gorgeous but very windy, and it took a lot of mental energy to do this drive. It was like an hour straight of like turning and winding. So I'm gonna take a break. Come on, Archie. It is pretty cold, very different weather than the east side of Vancouver Island. It's cold. People are on the beach vacationing, but everyone's wearing like pants and sweaters. It's chilly. Oh no, Archie! No, I just washed you. But it's so beautiful here. Like, look at the coastline. me of Cannon Beach in Oregon, the Oregon coast. I don't know if you've seen my previous video on Cannon Beach, but it's one of my favorite beaches I've ever been to. And this has very similar vibes, like very similar vibes, like the weather, the way the water is shallow for a long period of time, the fog and mist over the trees. It's just, the smell of the sea salt, the smell of the ocean water. It's really bringing me back to that time when I did van life with Snowy, and it's lovely.
Things are taking a while.
Okay, I definitely spoke too soon when I said it was cold in Tofino, because it is now no longer cold, it is hot. But I'm a little confused because I always thought in my head that Tofino was a friendly surf town for van lifers. Like, a lot of people come here in their vans to surf, and the town is not, from what I can tell, it's not van life friendly at all. Like, I see constant signs that says no overnight parking, even signs for parking where it says no RVs allowed, which is like crazy because it's paid parking, and I basically had to park a few blocks from downtown just to find a spot that was okay to park for my van. And the town itself is very hard to find parking, so I don't consider the town itself van life friendly at all. Like, it's cramped. Like, you're by the marina, you're by the wharf, like the downtown area, it's very small. So yeah, like, we had to park quite far to get there, and I don't know where I'm gonna sleep tonight. Like, there's no overnight spots, and apparently the city ordinances are pretty strict about overnight parking for vans. So I don't want to get, like, I saw online, like, someone in the neighboring town, Ucluelet, got like a $248 ticket for overnight camping. So I think they're being strict with it, and I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to sleep tonight, if I want to drive all the way back out towards port. I would say, like, from a nature perspective, Tofino and Pacific Rim Reserve is if you want, like, the coastal experience. Like, you like surfing, you like the ocean, you like beach walks, like, that's what it's for. But I think my heart is telling me that it is time for me to go for lakes and forests again. I think that's where I want to go, and that's where I feel called to go. So yeah, I'm gonna head out to a sleeping spot that is right by, hopefully, a beautiful lake in this region, and just get away from the crowds and the tourism of Tofino. Okay, so I know I don't drink alcohol anymore, but I was feeling like I needed one. So good news, there is a surf shop by the JX campground that you can park overnight if you pay $20, and she says that it's usually not like super full at this time of the week, so I should be able to get a spot as long as I get there before they close at 8. So we have a spot to sleep tonight. Yay! So it's worth cheersing for that. Cheers! Oh yeah, I'm at the Tofino brewery and I got a there's like one that's kind of like a Corona, like a Mexican lager style. It has a hint of lime and it's quite refreshing, if I do say so myself. Okay, so I have some good news. I got a spot. It's a really short loop, and the good news is it's dog friendly. So I have little Archie on the trail with me today. Okay, this is cool. Like, it's a rainforest, like it looks like the one that we went to in Fern Canyon, but there's a network of boardwalk trails and stairs, and it winds and it loops and it goes up and it goes down, and yeah, this is a really unique and cool trail. I can see why it was so busy earlier today. But I'm glad I gave it a second chance because yeah, in this area there's not many trails in the forest, so you only have a few options. So this was one of the ones that everyone knows about, and boy, am I glad I came because it's so peaceful and quiet, and the air in here just feels really clean, and I don't hear any cars driving by, and it's just, yeah, it's very peaceful here. I quite like the forest. If you're wondering where Archie is, he didn't want to go on the walk, so I took him back to the van. We did do quite a lot of walking today, so I think the poor little guy is just tuckered out and needs some rest. So I'm going on this one solo, which is good because I can just mind myself and not worry about him too much. Hi, so I made it to the JX campground and paid the $20 to stay here for the night, but all the designated overnight parking spots back out into the main highway here that connects Eucalypt to the West Highway 4. So this is my view from the back, and I don't know if you can hear the cars going by, but they're going quite fast. But anyways, I'm pretty happy with this spot. I feel grateful to have it because I don't know where I'd go otherwise. So I think I'm just gonna make some dinner and settle in for the night. But overall with Tofino, it's a beautiful place to visit, but I would say from a van life perspective, I would not recommend it. If you do want to stay more than a night or two, I would try to book a campground at one of the like at the reserve or one of the campgrounds around Tofino, because otherwise yeah, it's hard to stay in the Tofino area with the van. So that's sort of my takeaway with this area, but I'm grateful to have come. I still had a really great time, and I'm still very excited to explore more of what Vancouver Island has to offer. So thank you so much for coming along and watching me explore Tofino. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like it, go ahead and give it a like. You can subscribe and join our community, and if you send a comment, it really helps the engagement. So with that, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!